So hi everyone, you've all seen me in an orange t-shirt previously, so today I'm here speaking. I work in public health at Dudley Council, and I work particularly with our team around community development and making our communities healthy. So you've already heard from a community resident on weekend one. You might remember Christine from when we did the kind of community carousel. So she obviously gave some examples of how communities can get involved in things, some really good stuff that communities are doing on their own without the council really getting involved. You've also heard some other things yesterday, like the volunteers who do litter picking. So what I'm going to do today is just talk about the support that the council can give for people that maybe aren't doing things already, or they've got new ideas, they're not really sure how to get things started. There we go. So I'm going to talk about our team of 5 amazing community development workers that we've got that sit within public health in the council. And what they do is that they can help people who've got great ideas about how to make things better in their communities. So the people who are living there, they're there every day, they know what's going on better than we do as a council, but all they need is a bit of help and support and guidance about how to kind of get ideas going. And what they can do is they can actually go out and meet with individuals and with groups. They can help them connect them to different venues, different spaces, different community groups that have maybe got similar ideas or skills and things that they can share with each other. And the value of that is that they can help people think about the strengths that their community's already got, so what knowledge and skills already exist, and develop those up and help people to get those ideas going. So there's a bit of text on the slide there, but and you'll get these slides. But overall, what we know is that people who are involved in their communities, actually that really helps health and well-being, but it also creates really vibrant places. So if there are more people out and about doing things and being active in their communities at all times of the year, all times of the week and weekends, that obviously creates a really vibrant, exciting space and things for people to get involved in. There was also a comment yesterday about how we sustain activities. So is there a risk that people sort of think something's a really good idea, they kind of start to get involved, but things drop off? And some really great thing about the work the community development workers do is that they don't suggest ideas. It's all ideas that come from the community. And actually, if it's the ideas that are held by the community, it's much more likely that those ideas are going to carry on and that people are going to be wanting to do them. But also it's okay if they are short-term plans, if they do want to stop doing things, because the idea is having a large range and diverse range of groups and activities and individuals constantly going on. So I've got some examples in kind of picture format of some different groups that the team have supported. So there's lots of different groups around kind of crafting, garden activities, people who want to do sort of music and arts. And all these activities are actually things that have been supported through an initiative called Make It Happen, which I'm hoping a video in a moment is going to work off, but we'll get there. So just at the bottom slide, you can see a sort of area of growing in a planter. That was a derelict piece of land next to a craft shop in Owens, and the people who ran the craft shop wanted to develop that piece of land, so they've planted things, they've painted benches and made it a space where people can play, and it looks much nicer on the street because you can actually see that piece of land from the street. The poster in the middle is an event that was organised by Dudley Voices for Choice that worked with people with learning difficulties, and they actually created a whole event that they ran at Briley Hill Civic. They got people to come along, sold tickets to the event and held a show at Briley Hill Civic, which was really well supported. The poster at the bottom is about a plant sale at Cradley Library. Now a resident there wanted to use the space next to the library, which was unused. It was just a piece of grassland. And they've worked really closely with Cradley Library on developing that area, planting things, doing plant sales so that they're sustainable. And actually it's brought extra footfall into the library. It's also brought residents out who don't have gardening experience of their own. Schools have come along and inputted into the garden. So it's created a real community vibe in a community space of the library, so they can do joint activities and promote themselves together. And then the top picture is actually an example of two groups coming together. So there was a group of Asian ladies in Hales Owen, and there was a group called Action Art, who are carers in Dudley. And the carers in Dudley wanted to do kind of art-based activities, and the Hales Owen Asian ladies wanted people to teach them and have tutors come in and to teach them how to do art. So the groups got together, they shared their skills, and the picture there is the Asian ladies teaching the carers how to do henna. So it's a real nice mix of people from different areas of the borough, from different backgrounds, actually working together to do something. And all these things make people come together, make new friends, feel better, but also do things in their communities. So I'm going to click through. Oh. This is the video, so I'm going to see if it's going to work. It doesn't matter if there's no sound. It is more exciting with sound. But we'll try and play it with sound over lunchtime. But what I wanted to show you from this is that we have an event called Make It Happen, and we're doing another one in February. So all of these projects is showing our event called Make It Happen, where community groups come and they do a small pitch about a community idea that they've got for a new project. And they come along to a venue, and although they pitch their idea, what they also do, and what you've seen from there, is people kind of meeting and getting together and sharing ideas. And actually, there are things that people think that they need that actually they've been able to get from another group or get from somewhere else, and someone else has lent them, or they've borrowed equipment. And it's a really lovely, vibrant event. So on a kind of pitching something myself side, if people are interested in Make It Happen for February next year, just get in touch with me today, or I'm going to show some contact details on this slide, which is for our local community development workers for the Dudley and Brierley Hill areas, but also for the general inbox, so people can get in touch with us and ask about Make It Happen and how they can get involved. And then my slide before that, I was just going to say, was Debs, who's here today, at the very first session talked about the borough vision, and she talked about the town centre strand, but also the strand about being home of warm welcomes and close-knit communities, and building resilient communities that feel empowered to do things for themselves. And actually the work that communities do, and our community development workers in connecting those people together, really helps to meet that vision. And actually, when you're thinking about town centres, there's a lot that can be done by bringing those community groups together into the town centres. And some of the things that you've got on your post-its might be things that our community development workers can help groups in the community to work up and to do some more with over the coming months when the recommendations come out. So if that's something you're interested in exploring, I'm around all day, so I can come and chat to you about how that would work, and I'm very happy to speak to people after the People's Panel is closed as well. Thank you.